Getting too close. You're getting too close.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
within the distance.
You can always push the camera.
Yeah, it's allowed, yeah?
Yeah.
I saw, yeah, it's allowed now. Did you insure ChessBase India employees already?
I do not know choice, yeah? But the funny part is, I don't know your game, and then I don't remember whether it's only one or three ones.
But it's actually, I mixed up. Yeah.
No, I thought, yeah, I was following your game. Only one? Okay, but I know one game.
Yeah, no, we want to see like the better.
Yeah.
Probably starting the position, don't go H6, if you want it's a very hard one. It's not like if I pass, it's not. Chris? Hi, Chris. Yes, sir.
For you, it's coming okay.
You already know?
Please take your seats.
said, that Magnus went 20 cameras, 500 people, and I am going here alone with you.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you're the only one. One tiny iPhone. Shoot me.
It has more power.
There's more power. I know. ChessBase India. It's more important.
No, the
Always
power
covering
is
the other side of the story.
the power is you. You are the power.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Frøken, men det er jo en veldig god start, og først og fremst veldig bra prestasjon, bra comeback som jeg er veldig fornøyd med.
Da gleder oss til i morgen.
Jo, tusen takk.
He'll sign later as well. So he'll sign later as well.
Thank you, sir. Could you sign for me?
Thank you.
Like philosophical questions, we can talk about types of questions.
Welcome to the closing press conference of the 2025 FIDE World Rapid Chess Championship. My name is Milan Dilic, I'm the press officer here at this event, and I would like to welcome you all. Before we start, just a bit of DLC, please put your phones on silent. If you have a question, just tell us where you're from, and please stick to the relevant questions about the event and the World Rapid and the World Blitz. So here we are, we have two winners of the World Rapid, new winners compared to last year. To my left is Alexandra in the women's category, and to my right is Magnus Carlsen, who has won his 6th World Rapid, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations to both of you. I'll just open with some questions and then I'll leave the floor to you. I'll start with Mrs. Guryashina. Mrs. Guryashina, congratulations once again. So how would you describe this tournament for you, and what did stand out the most?
Турнир для меня складывался в целом без сложностей. Я готовилась без поражений. Но сегодняшний день, конечно, был тяжелый. Некоторые партии помню как в тумане.
All the way through the tournament, I came without any losses, and so overall it was good for me. And it came to the tie breaks, which also went smoothly for me.
And how does it feel to hold the World Rapid crowd now in your hands?
It's very cool for me.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see, for Magnus, you have won it for the 6th time. I guess for you it's a bit of a different question. At what point do these crowns become, stop being heavy and become just things in your hand luggage to carry around?
No, I think it's never easy, whenever a tournament starts, it doesn't really matter what you've done before, and I think specifically the World Rapid Championship, it's a very difficult tournament, honestly, to win, because it's a relatively short distance, 13 rounds, and it's a very big field with a lot of strong players. I think a serious advantage that I have is that I'm playing for first place when I'm playing here. There are a lot of other players. I think probably the majority usually of the people who are on the top boards, they want to get a good prize and maybe a medal and maybe win, but getting one of the top prizes is the most important thing. Well, for me, it's different, and yeah, that is certainly a huge psychological advantage, and that's one of the reasons why I'm sometimes able to pull away at the end when others are sort of more trying to consolidate.
And when you compare this trophy to the previous 5, how does this one stand out?
I think it's my highest score in the 13 rounds event, so that's very, very good. And kind of the fact that I managed to beat everybody who's not like top player, something I'm very happy with, and overall, except for the start of yesterday, which was horrendous when I lost one game and I should have lost another. I'm also very happy with my quality overall. It's never going to be perfect, but in terms of how I can expect to perform in rapid chess, it was really good. So
Well,
it's hard to say like it ended up not being very dramatic. So I'm not here kind of overcome with emotion or relief. To me, it's more like a job very well done, and now I'm looking forward to the blitz, which is my favorite event.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to open the floor for some hopefully more intelligent questions on my part. There you go. Whichever from there.
First of all, huge congratulations, Magnus. My name is Jan from the Vancouver Chess School. My question to you, was there a single move in the tournament that you played purely because it felt right, even if the engines would never improve?
Well, I don't know what the engine says when I'm playing, so how would I know, right? But no, I think that happens frequently, but overall, it wasn't a lot of bluffing or anything. I think there were a couple of moves probably in the second and third games today against Niemann and Edwin as well, where I was playing it like moves that I knew were probably not the best, but were maybe more on the safer side. But that sort of came from a position of strength where I actually had the luxury to put on the brakes a little bit. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah.
To satisfactory.
Thank you, Magnus. Huge congratulations. Thank you.
Next question. Gentleman over there.
Hello, this is Satya from Kenya Chess Masala. Congratulations, Magnus. I was just wondering, out of all the games you played in the Rapid tournament, which game was the most satisfying for you?
I mean, it's hard to say. I'm happy with several of the games. The second game of the first day against Pravian, that was a big win because it was a very, very complicated game, and I felt that I handled those complications as well as I could. So that was very nice. The fourth game on the first day against David Anton as well, and probably also the win against Sarxian yesterday when I was able to find, like, it wasn't perfect, but I was able to find a few very good ideas and also stop the bleeding after a couple of very bad games and get back on track. So to me, those are the ones that kind of stand out. But honestly, I'm happy with my play in general.
And just going to turn to Alexandra. For you, Alexandra, which game stood out the most?
Мне кажется, предпоследний тур не свойственно для меня партия, но удалось ее очень быстро выиграть.
The second to last round was, I guess, my favorite one, and it was a kind of weird position for me, but it was a good game.
When you say it's a weird position, what do you mean? Did you find it an interesting challenge and that kind of gave you some element vital to play, or is it in any other way?
Да, это была интересная позиция, острый дебют, и в целом не свойственно мне, потому что я больше люблю контролировать, а здесь контроля не было, но ситуации, когда нужно было держать, скажем так, результат?
It was a very sharp opening, and I don't really like those. I usually like to take control over the position, and in that game there was no really control from my side, but it also turned out to be a very successful game and quite an interesting one overall. Yes.
Fortune favors the brave. So, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, next question. Gentleman over there in the blue shirt.
Hi, my name is Christopher from Indie Chess. My question is for Magnus. You've won everything there is to win in chess, including this rapid tournament 6 times. Now there's a new title, the Total World Chess Championship. How will your ability compare to a straightforward rapid tournament like this one? And are you going to win Total Chess 2?
That's very hard to say at this moment, but I think that when I'm on my game, I'm usually pretty good at every format you can put in front of me. So, yeah, I'll try, but that is not my focus right now. Right now, there's a World Blitz Championship coming on tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. So, to me, it's hard to look too much at that. And, that's in the future.
So we'll just switch to this side a little bit. So gentleman over there with questions. I'll come back to you.
Yes, Matt Khalid Al-Sawi from the local Qatari English newspaper, The Peninsula. My question is to Mr. Carlsen. First of all, congratulations on your win. If you could describe to us the most challenging moments leading up to your championship win, which moments you felt were the most challenging to you throughout the journey? And my second question is, after the day 2, let's say, upset, how did you conjure up the mental fortitude to push through and come back and be crowned champion?
I think you already covered part of the first question.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about that, but one of the difficulties of these 2 tournaments, the World Rapid Blitz Championship, is that you play a lot of games in a few days, and it's when you're playing classical tournaments, for instance, then you can have a bad day, but the drawing margin is a little bit bigger, and it's in a sense it's a little bit easier to play because you have a lot of time. Here, if you have a bad day and you cannot stop the trend, then you're going to probably ruin your tournament. And so that's something I'm quite proud of, that I managed to reset and play. Not only did I win my last 2 games yesterday, but I felt that I also found some really good moves in those games. How I managed to do that, that's a little bit harder to answer, because honestly, normally when things start to go south, I also, with all the experience that I have, I also find it hard to change that. So I'm very happy that it happened. It's not always going to be the case, but that was really good. And, that meant that coming into today, I was in a great position.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carlsen.
Thank you. Okay, ChessBase India, please.
Congrats, Magnus, for your 6th rapid title. I have 2 questions. Question 1 is how satisfied you are after winning this title, and how much you find yourself ready for now complete another double title for Blitz. And another question is, when you played against Artemiev, most of the tournament you played really nice and you find all the critical moments best moves. But against Artemiev, what exactly you miss after H6 or Queen C7? What exactly you miss in that tactics?
Given that this is not shown for ChessBase, I'll just be not too specific on all the details of that move, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the blitz, and nothing is known, but I'm really happy with the fact that there are 19 rounds now instead of 13. The more games you play, the better chances I have of getting good results. Honestly, last time it felt like it was a little bit of a sprint, and everybody was kind of at the same scores. And I feel like now we're going to see, we're probably going to see some more favorites shine through, and hopefully I can be one of those. But I know that tomorrow is going to be very difficult. It's 13 games, it's going to decide a lot, and I'm just hoping that I can do well and at least not put myself in too big of a hole. In terms of what happened yesterday at the start, I was just not feeling good at all. Sitting down for the first game, there was about a 10-minute delay, and I was really trying to calm down, but I was like a little bit cold even with the jacket on, and my body was shaking, and I also just did not feel good. And against Artemiev, I made so many bad choices that it's hard to even fathom at this point, because those two games were so different from everything else that I did in the tournament. In terms of what I missed, everything more or less. I missed a simple pen, but there was so it was so poor, so lackadaisical, so kind of detached from reality that it's just a complete and utter embarrassment. And I gotta give him credit that he kind of played his strategy quite well, that even in a somewhat better position, he essentially offered a draw, which I didn't take. I thought I'm slightly worse, but I can sort of stabilize the position, exchange bishops and so on. And with a huge time advantage, I shouldn't be risking too much. And in doing that, I didn't even calculate very, very simple lines. But my point is that he was quite clearly playing for a draw at that point. And it felt in a few other games that I just was able to find quick play with the black pieces. Like we got nice fighting positions and so on. And there were probably others who could have done things a little bit differently, more like Artemiev kind of trying to force me to make bad decisions, like I did in that game. But yeah, it was incredibly poor. And looking back, I'm just happy that I managed to turn things around, because things could have really, really gone south after those two games that were just very, very different from everything else in the tournament.
Thank you, Magnus. I'm just curious, Alexandra, we just heard in this answer in a few previous ones from Magnus, how he made the comeback from a difficult position on last game. How about you? How do you make a comeback when things go bad? How do you regain yourself?
Делаю, что и делала до этого. Может, что-нибудь лучше произойдет.
I'm usually doing what I was doing before, and maybe a miracle will happen.
Okay, well, that's a very good answer. Not easy to remember. Thank you very much. We're going to wrap up slowly. Is there okay, over there, gentlemen, and then you can.
Hi, congrats, Magnus and Gulesh. A question to Magnus is, you had mentioned that in Doha, your results have now been great, and now that you have won in your fourth trip here, was that an extra motivation to come and win here?
Yeah, I certainly had unfinished business here, and especially I would say especially the blitz 9 years ago, like it's still it still bugs me. It was a fantastic performance by Karyaki by all means, but I should have won that one. So yeah, it feels good, but overall, apart from all that, I'm just happy to have delivered. Apart from a couple of hours yesterday, as good as a performance as I can essentially. I just gotta do it again.
Thank you. Next question, gentlemen.
Hello. My name is Ilya. I'm from Russia, ChessBase channel. I want to congratulate Magnus, but my question is to Alexandra. Alexandra, may I ask in Russian?
For the translation, please ask in English, and then it will be translated to.
Okay. First of all, I want to congratulate you with this achievement. You finally became the world champion in Rapid. So in this tournament, you you beat a lot of your competitors for the candidates. What do you think will it add confidence to you for the tournament, for the candidates?
Спасибо за поздравления. Я, конечно, не всех выиграла участниц турнира претенденток будущего, потому что в основной части я сыграла ничью с Канаевой и с Джорджиной. Соответственно, турнир для меня складывался хорошо, но вот в последнем туре я стояла шатко, поэтому в тайбрейк могла не попасть, но мне удача благоволила, поэтому тайбрейк для меня был открытый, сами партии потом сложились.
Спасибо.
Well, I thank you for the congratulations. I drew against two of my competitors who will take place in candidates. And overall performance was good. And however, I was lucky to get in tie breaks. If something went south, I wouldn't have done that. But in tie breaks, it was pretty straightforward. Won the first one. Good draw on the second one, and yeah, it went smoothly. So I hope that my participation in the candidates will also be good as well.
Thank you. I'm really curious, Magnus. You've beaten some players who grew up watching you compete even in this event. Does it make you feel powerful, or does it make you feel old, or both?
No, I don't really know about that. I will say one thing though, that I did feel a little bit bad for my opponent in the penultimate round. Like, he's an incredible player. He's the best 14-year-old that the world has ever seen, but he was visibly very, very nervous. And yeah, it's the way it's going to be sometimes, and you know, he will get a lot of chances to strike back probably against me and many others as well. But I did feel a little bit bad for him, because it's really hard. I feel the pressure, and I've been in the situation so many times, so I can imagine being there for the first time. It's not easy.
Well, you might have another chance tomorrow or after. We'll see. Thank you very much. If there are no more questions, thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Magnus. Congratulations to you both. The games continue tomorrow with World Blitz. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Carlsen. Thank you. Sorry.
Down the table, you're saying 3 boards?
Henrik, skal vi bare få unnagjort det her så fort som mulig?
Okay, thank you. Henrik, you don't need me anymore. I think you don't need me all the time. You don't need us. Thanks a lot. Good luck.